Today we're going to be talking about the lesson for today. We're going to be using our computers and some technology, so be ready. We know how things go, but hopefully today will go smoothly. So today we're going to be talking about fossils, ways you can find fossils, what fossils are, what the fossils tell us, all the things. Like I said, we are going to be using computers. If you're having a hard time using the computer, you can also use a tablet, or if even that's not going to work for you, maybe get an adult or friend or somebody to help you. There's going to be some like moving around some things and then answering questions. So maybe get them to help you move the stuff around or click the correct answers, or maybe even just read the right answers to you. But let's dive right into what we're going to be doing today. Before you even get on the computers, I want you to go ahead and write what you already know about fossils, write how they're found, what they are, what they tell us. If you know absolutely nothing, that's fine too. You'll have a time at the end of this lesson to tell me some things that you did learn. So I hope that there's plenty on that list if you don't know anything going into this. But diving right in, there's a link that's called background information. I just want you to click on it and read the questions that people have asked with answers. And the answers are very well written and explain a lot. So read those. On to the next link is a work-based online reading. So I just want you to read just some stuff on there. You're going to use a paper and it's going to ask you questions. I just want you to write down the answers to the questions, or the lesson objectives is how it's labeled on the website. And then if you keep scrolling a little bit further, there's a list of vocabulary. I want you to write those down with the definitions, because there's a point in this lesson that they're going to start using some words, and you kind of need to know what they mean to understand the whole explanation and what it's asking. After you read the questions and answer them and do the vocabulary, there is going to be a YouTube video. The YouTube video is pay attention, it is very fun, but it has a lot of good information in it, so make sure to pay attention and watch it completely through. Don't be laughing and goofing off. The next thing is going to be, you're going to play the dino game. That's what it's labeled on your sheet. You're just going to find pieces of the fossils in the dirt mound and then piece it together. And it's going to like show that you made a certain dinosaur. I think there's 10 of them that you have to do in a row to get it done. So it might take a little bit. Don't be getting too frustrated. It's not hard. It's super fun, and the more you do it, the more like tools you get, so the faster it will go. So it's kind of like, it's got different levels to it. The next is also a dining digging game and a puzzle. I want you to pick either one of those. Don't play both of them. They take way too long to get both done. Just pick one and play one. They're both about the same. They're the same concept. It's the same thing almost. You're just digging for fossils and putting them together to make your dinosaur. Next is going to be 8 questions for just an online questions. They're going to be pretty broad, not very specific for y'all, but I just want you to take that and answer. It's only 8 questions. Write down your answers, or write down your score. And if you don't make 100 the first time, you can take it up to 3 times. After you take it 3 times, just write down your best score or all your scores. It's not that big of a deal. I promise you're not going to get a bunch of points docked off for it. And then after you get done with those questions, I want you to write 5 things that you learned. For the ones that are going to know a little bit more about fossils, that's fine. You can scrape up 5 things that you learned. I promise you, that YouTube video is very, very, very educational. So it's great. The people that didn't know very much, I expect some good answers. But for that, it's kind of what we're doing today. You're gonna do all of this independently. If you want to talk after you write some things down, or if you're having trouble with like things you already know about fossils or something, or things you learned, you can talk amongst your tables, and just kind of depending on the like point of today, we might work just completely in groups, just to get everybody done with it and get this done, because it is such a fun thing, and it's also a very educational lesson. And then after that, y'all will be done and y'all get to turn in all your stuff. Just make sure everything is nice and neat. Your grade is mostly going to come from the notes that you wrote about before the web quest. It's not going to be the fact of who knew most, but I'm just going to grade you over the fact that you did it, and that it was in complete sentences. Also, your lesson objectives and the vocabulary from your little step 1 of this assessment, I need you to make sure you get those done, even if it's not completely correct. Nice and neat handwriting, and make sure to write down your scores for all of the questions. Some of the things, y'all have a paper of this, but some of the ones I've asked for just your score, and some of them I've asked for your answers. Make sure you do the correct ones, because I will dock points off of that. And just make sure you write down everything. After all of this is done, we're going to come together as a class, and I'm going to give you 15 minutes to work on your think sheet. On your think sheet, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do it for yourself, and then I'm going to do a couple minutes for you to talk to your table, and then we're all going to come together and just have a discussion about what we got for these answers and what our tables talked about and things like that. So some of those are: what is a fossil? Where are fossils found? What do fossils tell us? How does one determine the type of the fossil? If there's a rock with an impression on it, what does it tell us the difference from a plant to an animal? Meaning, if you have a rock, how are you going to know it's from an animal, and how are you going to know it's from a plant? What are some signs that we look for to know the difference? And then the last one is: describe in detail how you found the fossil and identified what it was and the name of it. We're going to work with some more stuff on that in some later days too, but you will cover all of these in your YouTube videos and your questions and answers.